And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. Interleague Baseball on MLB The Show. It's the Tigers taking on the Tropics. First pitch coming at you right after the break. About to get started here. Showing the slab in today's game, Rios.
He's had his ups and downs in his career as his ERA is just over 4. But this is a guy that's not afraid. He's going to take the ball, he's going to go out there and give it his best.
All right, ready to get underway. Stepping in is the switch-hitting shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. And he deals.
Oh! Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Three, two on the way. And there's ball.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
Jason Dominguez, the next to hit. Rios checks to first. And he's back safely.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get on the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Runner on the go. Strike in there. For the second. Save. That was close, but StatCast shows us why he's so often seems to be on the safe side of these steal attempts, Chris.
Yeah, you see that plus speed, and he needed every last bit of it to swipe that bag. Such a threat on bases.
Outside, Rios, one of the best strikeout pitchers in the game, and that certainly is a benefit to him when he's in a spot like this. And the pitch. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Hard ground ball, base now. Around third. Fires into the plate. It's offline. The run comes in.
Mission accomplished there as he picks up the RBI and gives the lead. Really good swing right there. You know, pitch that he knew he could handle. Allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
And now it's Juan Soto.
Yeah, if you're going to be in a leverage situation, you've got to be able to get the swing and miss and put it away.
Left hand hitter waits. Now it's Devers. 1-1 now. And it's and the right-hander deals. Misses. It's 2-2.
They're really running up the pitch count in this first inning. Lots of confidence from this team as perhaps the hottest of basemen right now.
Kicks and fires.
With this many pitches thrown in this first inning, the team he's going to have to find a way to get some good contact, maybe a swing and miss, get it in the dugout and hit the reset button.
Runner takes off. Now this is an eager field line. Hernandez sizing it up. He's got it. That's on number 2. Let's take a look at our lineup. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Gainer Diaz.
Yeah,
But this lineup is setting up the pins for him right now, and he's just smashing them. Driving runs in at a high rate over the last couple of series, and it just seems like
he's enjoying every opportunity he gets in a big spot. Not everybody likes to be on the big stage in those big moments. But right now he does. Those pressure moments almost seem to be what he's thriving on. So we'll see if any of that comes out of this one.
And that's outside. And the count to 1. 2 outs. Runner takes off. Pitches low. Throw to second. And that one in. Well, they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now 1-0. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. Back here with my pal Ziggy. And on the hill today, Gregory Soto. Chris, it's a little more common these days, but still, he's a strikeout for any type of guy.
Well, I hear you about the strikeouts. So a lot more guys striking out today. But when you consider having the ability to get that strikeout, particularly when you needed a man on third, like to situations where, yeah,
just knowing you have the sweetness in a big spot, I think it's what's critical. He's got a swing and a miss. Late sink on the fastball.
Into center. Rodriguez settles under it. Balls it in, and there's one away. Okay, let's check out the lineup. It features one of the sport's true superstars, Francisco Lindor.
Well, he's been putting up some huge power numbers, and opposing pitchers know that they can't make mistakes to him. In fact, they probably circle it pregame, making sure they're in a situation with their back against the wall. They're going to find a way to pitch around it. Players that are in the top 5 in slugging percentage in the league really don't get ready.
Next offering in there for a strike. Now 1-2. Just off the inside. On the ground at first. And he handles it himself for the out. Two outs, base is empty. And here's the first baseman, Navarro. Pitch. Almost got him.
¡Qué mierda! ¡Qué mierda! ¡Qué mierda! Me voy a levantar de aquí y voy a empezar a dar cartazo por la correa. Si me vuelven a joder, verá como estoy diciendo.
Fouls one off. 2-2. And the pitch.
Te voy a llamar a tu medio ahora.
At the plate, Navarro. Pitch out, but no action.
Era, no han limpiado nada cuando yo estaba limpio.
And it's through for him. So
Ya
that's
sé,
two straight, 2
ya,
hits. Throws off the lead runner at second.
ahora están peleando de igual de tal. Mira, y la copa también está en la copa. Dale,
Makes me think he was thinking opposite field.
toma, yo te lo digo que no te está pasando.
And he went around. Just enough that time. Home team down a run. Here in the second and final game of the series. And a swing and a miss. Out number 3.
He's in a tough spot, had to make a great pitch, did it, got the strikeout, gets out of the jam, clearly he's happy with those results.
Top up in a second.
Now it's going to be Jose Ramirez. If you don't get ahead in the count, you can forget about having any success against him.
The pitch. Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that standing way and still put something on that was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it all. Get good wood on.
Next, Yainer Diaz.
Cuidado, no habla.
Ramirez gets his lead at first with no way out.
Que Lito limpie. Por el mito también.
Aside to home plate duty is Ricky Holiday.
Something I've heard players saying about Ricky's strike zone is how he will call the high strike. That can be something that's tough to deal with, especially if you've got a pitcher out there coming at you with high velocity.
Chris, the players ever change their approach in meaningful ways based on who's umpiring, or is it good to just be aware of tendencies so you're not that surprised?
I'd say the latter, because pitchers can approach to his strengths regardless. They're also going to get to his strengths, so you're aware of what you have to just honor what you can hit him.
Nicely done. As the game has moved along, we see more and more information supplied by teams about the umpires. I like clubhouses where they have pictures of all the guys, nicknames, hometowns, and as well hobbies listed, just so you can kind of small talk the umpire a little bit.
That's great.
And it is 2-1. Two out spaces empty. Big swing and a miss. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Fires it to first. And that'll do. We played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. And we'll go back to the ballpark. Now it's the second baseman. Under your bias. Way inside. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Swinging. That's one out at the bottom of the second.
Been a pretty rough start to this series for him at the plate. 3 strikeouts in the first game yesterday. Another one right there. Clearly got a great plan for how to play this guy.
Here's his first sorry. Right there. Home team down the run. Bottom half going to go to. And it remains 3-2. One down, bases in. Stays on.
They cut a tough pitch at the lead. Pass it through.
Swings and misses, struck him out. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting the opponent's pitches where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Here's Kike Hernandez. Next pitch in for a strike, and the count 1-2. Kick Sandias. Fights that one away, still 1-2. And here it comes. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. We played 2 innings. It's 1-0. And we're back. New inning getting started. Now, Cattell Marte. Out to short, Lindor. Throws the first, and a quick out number 1. And now the first baseman, Carlos Santana. One out, base is empty. Out to short, Lindor. 2 up, 2 down. Through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. At the Belton Finals. That one foul out 2-2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Jason Dominguez waits on deck. Two outs. And that's ball.
Do you think you can draw a look in the bigs if you gave you enough balls?
Oh, that's a good question. I think that if they gave the pitcher a full scouting report on me, yes, I think I can draw. Actually, bring his in for a strike.
Last thing you want to do is get the jam from maybe already in. It's in that sweet spot of the bat. I tell you what, you're going to try to catch things out front. So on-speed pitches just maybe feel confident to that fastball.
De La Cruz off of first with 2 to left. Another missing ball. And a pitch. And now one to first. Takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Bottom of the inning, stepping in, Christian Vasquez. Pitch. And one to first, and foul ball. Swing and ball hit out towards left center field. Rodriguez hits towards it. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. So the batting order turns over. And now it's Frankie Lindor. First strike 2.
He can be a pretty zone all game. And hitters are chasing. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to push down in the zone.
And now the lefty. The shot still on the outside edge. 2-2. Out to short. Throw on to Santana. Lindor retired. This is Willie Castro. pitch. On the ground, De La Cruz. Fires across the diamond, and that will end the inning. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the fourth. Here's Juan Soto. The pitch. And a foul ball left side. Here's a 1-2. Just missed. The 2-2. Foul off the plate. They'll do it again. Right-hander steals. That misses. And now 3-2.
Acá.
He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. Devers now. The pitch. That's right there. Bases empty all the way. Top half of inning number 4.
¿Cuál es el negocio que yo tenía? Una pega. Le quería ver para las cocinas. Una venta. Compraba un eso. Cada uno compraba una cabeza. Una cabeza.
I think he's okay with that outcome. It wasn't an intentional walk. He wasn't exactly trying to attack the zone.
One down. Here's Jose Ramirez. Man at first, 1 away. Squirts away a little bit. Well done behind the dish. Line drive. Devers around second, headed for third. Coming home. Relay throw home. It's off the mark, and he scores. And they take a 2-run lead.
Wasting no ties. 2 for 2 now on the night. And just a triple and home run away from the cycle.
Seriously, we're starting with this already. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. Check out the runner. Close one doesn't get the call. And that's ball 2. Ramirez over at second, 1 down.
Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way. That time, a little anxious.
And now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. In the dirt. No advance, good job behind the dish. Man at second. Swung on, belted. This looks like extra bases. The run comes in from second. It's 3-0. And this is going to be a two-out triple.
Everything came together for him. Now, pretty jolted in that one. Great swing, nice balance, big transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
Living with relapsing MS.
Tell Marte to the plate. Pitch misses there. 2-1.
On the mound, he's got to remember his offense can score a lot. So he can hit the reset button from here going forward. But there's still a chance that this club can win this ball game.
2 outs. And a foul. And the righty deals. That's outside. 3-2. Action in the pen down there. Dwayne Underwood Jr. up and throwing. 2 runs across the inning here in the second and final game of the series. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Just hasn't had great command of his pitches in this one. He's definitely more walks than you want to see.
First and third, 2-1. And the batter now, Carlos Santana. That's ripped. Base hit. Here comes the run from third to add on. And they lead by 4.
Couldn't have tied it up any better than that. Texas bat control right there. Got the pitch on the outside and saw it deep into the zone and just barely went the other way from the top.
Back to the top of the lineup. And now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. The shortstop takes a pull.
Tough spot right here. Got the runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out on the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
2-1. And that's outside. Jason Dominguez to bat next. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Fouls one away, and now 3-2. Two on, 2 outs. And he's down on strikes. Inning over, and it could have been worse. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, but 2 are left stranded. On now to the bottom of the 4th. Republic leading 4-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's a big power threat. Navarro. That's inside.
Well, a big lead like this has come many times, but now when these two teams are matching up, you got to continue to keep your head down, play catcher, and just try to move through this lineup.
And a pitch. In there in the knees. And that is strike 2. And another ball. Comes a 3-2. Swings and misses. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you, that pitcher catcher on the same page right now.
Digging in is the switching outfielder, Navarro. And a pitch. And a foul ball. Three-two. Gets it. Battling here as he fouls it away. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, and it remains a full count.
5 foul balls in a row. I have no idea how Mason feels that much. He's got one in this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
And he walked it. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and heard them all.
Well, that's a nice job of playing
And here is Carlos Correa.
If he were an average catcher behind the plate, I'd say take second base. But this is the catcher you want to run on. His quick release is unreal.
Moving in the bullpen, Jose Leclerc. Getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Kicks and fires. Fall off foul. Here goes the runner. Swing, a high fly ball down the right field line. And that is a foul ball. Foul ball, another 2-2 coming.
He hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this pitcher.
Soto, keeping it close. Navarro, the runner at first, with one gone in the inning. Lead one around second. He's safe.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against the front side. And he's just continuing to carry on in the middle of the field.
2 on with 1 out. Here's the second baseman, Javier Baez. Line drive.
Mira, hijo de puta.
Man, oh man, that ball was
Diablos. Hijo de puta. Esa jugada. Damn.
And now the right fielder, Eddie Rosario. Not close with that one. 2 balls and a strike. Laboring here. About to throw his 30th pitch of the inning. And now it's even up. Lefty out of the stretch. Runners at first and third. They tried to get him to chase on a slider down and away. Now fly ball to right center. Soto going after it. He makes the grab, and that is that. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. Dwayne Underwood Jr.
Big swing and miss stuff right here, Boo. Averaging more than 1 strikeout per inning this season. So far, he's been pretty electric.
Jason Dominguez digs in now. And he deals. Swings and misses. That's strike 2. The punch out there. 1 down. Stepping in the long ball threat, Juan Soto.
Soto reached 500 walks faster than anyone in baseball history. This guy is a once-in-a-generation type player.
Swing and a miss as he was out front.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
.9 to finish him off.
3rd time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And that's in the dirt. Now 2 balls and a strike. 2 down, nobody on. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. So they go quietly there. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Tigers with the lead 4-0. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Jose Leclerc. He last pitched 4 days ago, so he should feel pretty fresh. And now here is Kike Hernandez. They've got a potent lineup, and when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Late on that fastball.
It might be time to choke up a little bit, get that front foot down early, maybe even just spread out. He's really late right now.
And another ball. Here comes a pitch. Just off the inside corner. And now it's 3-2. Hits and misses. It's a strikeout. And now it's Christian Vasquez. One and two here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 2 down.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, keeping straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
And the right-hander deals. Fouls one off. 2-2. Two outs. Swings and misses, and a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. And we're back, all set for the top of the 6th. Now at the plate, Jose Ramirez. Right-handed reliever. Gets to it with a slide. Go to the pitcher, and they get the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great, reaction time was there, and the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
And here is Yainer Diaz. That one sizzling on its way through to the outfield. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Oh, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. I know that was a ground ball, but it was absolutely hammered through the infield. That's not one you're excited to get in front of if you're an infielder. You know they used to say, charge it. Crazy.
And now Julio Rodriguez. Righty to the plate. Runner on the go. And a pop-up. Right side. Foul territory. And Vasquez able to pull it down. And there's 2 down.
The batter, the second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Man at first. Here's Ketel Marte. And here it comes. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. So 1 hit is all they get on to the bottom of inning number 6. The Dominican Republic on top here 4-0. Well, we go bottom 6. And now Willie Castro. The count 2-1. popped up. And makes the grab. And there's one down.
The batter, number 10.
Next is the speedy first baseman, Navarro. And that drops in for a strike. In the air out towards right center. Soto sizing this one up. They got it for out number 2.
Every day during batting practice, these outfielders get about 10 minutes of balls in the gaps. They practice this, and when the game comes, they make the play perfectly.
Next to hit, Navarro. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Backed off the plate that time. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Carlos Santana. Ball to strike, the pitch. And that one fouled off. Here's a 1-2. And there's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
So the lineup flips over. Digging in, Ellie De La Cruz. The shortstop takes the ball. Santana on at first. Nobody out. Got him swinging.
Well, I don't think there's a hitter alive that hasn't at some point succumbed to that pitch right there. It just looks like it's in the zone the entire way, and then the top spin and gravity take over in the blink of an eye, and it's just such a tough pitch to lay off of.
Jason Dominguez now at the plate. Ground ball left side, could be 2. Over the fields. Double play. And that'll do it for you. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and no one left. 7th inning stretch time. The Tigers out front 4-0. Bottom of the 7th. Here's Carlos Correa. The Tropics in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. Need a good at bat out of him right here.
And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
The batter, the second baseman, Javier.
Now it's the second baseman, Javier Baez. Righty delivers. On the ground, 2 ball. 1 at second. On a Santana, 2.
Now the right field.
Going very fast to that play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
Base is empty. Eddie Rosario getting ready to hit. And another ball. just missed. Swing and a deep dive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. A gigantic blast. His 14th of the year, and they cut into the deficit. It's 4-1. Now here is Enrique Hernandez. Next offering is in for a strike. Looks like it'll be a pinch hitter, MJ Melendez. Kicks and deals. Swing and a ball hammered left field. Dominguez going back. And that one becomes property of the Beast. They go back-to-back. Home run number 10 on the year. And they cut into the lead. It's 4-2.
Things might get pretty interesting if they keep connected on pitches like that. So
Emmanuel Clase takes over on the mound.
these are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So now a pinch hitter for the catcher, Victor Caratini. And a pitch. Fly ball down the line. And that's a foul ball. Bounce to the right side. Slings the first inning over on the ground out. Took just 2 pitches to finish the frame out of the bullpen. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 4-2. It's Major League Baseball on the show. So remaining in the game defensively, MJ Melendez. He'll be the new left fielder after entering the game as a pinch hitter. Now here is one. So they bring on the veteran, Fernando Cruz.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
The pitch. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2.
So a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Swing and a miss, struck him out, and he's gone for the 4th time tonight. Rafael Devers up to hit. Swing and a miss, struck him out, and to a later.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you're committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top of the 8th. Two outs. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two on the way. Well struck right field. That's back there. Banks off the wall. It's a double. 3rd hit of the night for him.
These guys today are so great with handling velocity. They're seeing high speeds day after day, and a nice job of turning that one around.
Next to hit, Yainer Diaz. And 1-2. 2 outs. And 1 in scoring position. That one just misses.
That's where you want it. It's a good miss.
Now all leave it up. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. 2-2 now. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. And we're back on to the bottom of the eighth. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Francisco Lindor. The 1-1 is fouled off.
They hope he's the guy to spark a comeback. He tends to play better when his team is behind, so why not him?
Inside, just missed.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you prefer that pitcher work away.
And that one is lifted in the air. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One away. Now it's the DH, Willie Castro. Right-hander kicks, deals. That's hard hit on the line. Puts it away for the out. 2 away.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those loop hits to get a knock sometimes.
Outside, and that is ball 4. So man aboard, and a batter now, Navarro. Clase picks to first, and he's back in easily.
This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, Boo.
This one popped up. Marte should have it. Brings it in, and that's the inning. All set for the start of the inning. Here's the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. And he is in for a strike. Now the count is 2-2. In the air, right side. Sizes this one up. Hauls it in for the out. And there's one down. So digging in, Ketel Marte. Giovanni Moran on the pitch here. He's into the game with the bases empty. Check swing, he went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Started after the 1-2 pitch. Appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Darryl Parker with the call there. Got him looking. And it's 2 down. 2 outs. Bases empty. Carlos Santana, the next to hit. And strike 2.
That was a simple one where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there.
Outside pitch, got the better of him that time. Nothing doing for the offense that time. One more shot coming up. Bottom of the 9th on deck. The Dominican Republic have the Felix Bautista into the game. He has a great slider with tons of movement. And here comes Carlos Correa. The pitch. And there's a foul ball.
While popping that bat, had the distance for the outlaw home run, but many times you have that slice going to the opposite field. You just couldn't keep that one fair.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. That's been right off the wall. Now around second, going for third. The relay throw. The tag, and he's out trying for 3.
Really nice job of hitting right there, but you've got to be a good base runner in that and understand the situation. With nobody out, you've got to be able to shut it down, stay at second, keep yourself in scoring position instead of killing a potential rally.
Here's the second baseman, Javier Baez. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
I see it more commonly in the sport these days, but man, a
The right
triple-digit
field.
fastball blown right by someone is still pretty awesome to witness. I mean, you got to be geared up and ready to swing it when a guy like this comes out of the bullpen, because that fastball, it eats, and if you're not ready, you're going to be walking back to the dugout.
Bautista is just one strike away. Wouldn't chase that time. Two-run game with two away here in the bottom of the ninth. Next offering upstairs.
Pressure mountain right here with the tying run and the on-deck circle. He's got to find the strike zone.
Swing and a ball lined out towards center. And that'll do it.
These two-game series have a different feel. There's kind of an urgency. So to come in and take both games, sweep the series, feels really good.
From One Blue Jays Way in Toronto, welcome to Rogers Center. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's San Juan going up against Canada. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. And Chris, we've got an opportunity to watch one of the true superstars of the sport, Francisco Lindor. Always exciting to see him in action, and it seems like he consistently finds a way to impact the game.
Yeah, Boog, it's offensively at the plate, defensively when he's on the bases. And this guy's just a heads-up player, but he's got so much talent, and he makes the most of that. I believe it starts with his preparation because you never see him give away an at-bat.
First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go now. Starting on the mound in this one, Jameson Taillon. But Chris, he hasn't exactly been stellar here on his home mound.
Well, I'll say this. Every player wants to perform well at their home ballpark, in front of their fans, in front of the city. And you know this guy no different. He wants to be more effective here. So, you look at the numbers. They haven't been great at home. I'm sure he wants to turn that around, and we'll see if he's able to start that in this one.
Francisco Lindor comes up to the plate. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
All over that one right there. Got 110 miles per hour on the exit velo. That thing was screaming, and that's some serious bat speed to generate contact like that, and no doubt a higher launch angle sends that thing out of here easily. And now let's see if they force some action with good wheels on the bases.
Now it's Javier Baez. Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, he's batting leadoff, and he's acting like a traditional leadoff hitter. Gets on base to start the game, then puts himself on second with a nice stolen bag. I think that sets the tone for the offense for sure.
Lindor leads off second with nobody out.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Man at second. Hammered, and this one could be extra bases. Lindor zipping around third. He will score, and they take the lead. 1-0, and he's got a double.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Navarro will hit next. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. And a pitch. That one way inside. And the righty deals. Got it by him. Okay. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Navarro. And a pitch. Swinging a foul straight back. The 1-2. There's a swing and a drive. O'Neill going back on this one. In the air to make the catch. Runner tags at second. Now a relay to the plate. And he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning.
Always exciting to see a play at the plate. Trying to score with 2 outs, but the tag just gets him in time. And they cut down the run to end the inning.
Now in Toronto, and on the mound today, Sammy Navarro.
Well, he's allowing just over 1 base runner per inning, which is really good, especially for a starter, because these hitters get to see you 2, 3, maybe even 4 times in a start. So just shows you how deceptive and how effective his stuff is. We'll see if it's that way in this one.
Bottom of the first, and now Tyler Black. That one way inside.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Yeah, the 2-1 hammered but foul. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just kept it simple. Played properly with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from. And there's just no one there to knock it down.
Otto Lopez digs in now. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. And that one is inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Some high cheese for strike 3.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
Over to Baez. And that's 2. 1 hit in the inning, but no one left. We go on to inning number 2. The Tropics on top 1-0. Second inning set to go. Now Correa up to hit. This guy is an elite level hitter, especially considering contact, just the ability to hit for average. What you really like, though, stays in against those righties, and that's not so easy as a right-handed batter.
There's some players, for whatever reasons, they seem to just face a slew of right-handed pitchers, and their comfort level increased so much that they actually prefer to face that same side thrower in a tough situation.
Line drive, and that should be extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's got a leadoff double.
Man, those are the types of hits where you don't feel any vibration in your hands whatsoever. Such a good feeling. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. Ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
Here's Eddie Rosario. The pitch. Swing and a high fly ball down the left field line, but hooking foul. Correa at second with nobody out. Yeah, most guys struggle against the same side, whether it's left on left or right on right, and this guy's an exception. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Man at second. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Way back there. He's got it. Running tags at second, and he's in safely at third with 1 out.
The designated hitter, Jose Miranda.
And next is the designated hitter, Jose Miranda. Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here, home run. And they add on. It's 3-0.
And that shot makes their grip on the lead even tighter. Knew what pitch he wanted to hit, spent on some other pitches in this at bat, was very patient, and it paid off.
nobody on. Here's the left fielder, M.J. Melendez. Out there to center. Clark has this one sized up. Brings it in. And there's 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Vic Caratini at the plate. The 2-1. Out towards right center. That's well struck. That's back there. And it hits the top of the wall. And he's in at second with a 2-out double.
He's been swinging it really well lately. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Now up to hit, Francisco Lindor. Next offering upstairs.
3-1.
And he couldn't come up with it.
I don't think he really wanted to pitch to him right there anyhow.
Now back, second baseman, Javier Baez.
So first and second with 2 outs. Javi Baez digs in right side. Traffic on the bases with 2 already in to score here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Right field down the line, and that one slices foul. That ends the inning and stops things from getting out of hand. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run homer. It's now 3-0. You're dialed into the show. Back here at Rogers Center, bottom half of inning number 2. And now it's Giancarlo Stanton. He is very much your typical power hitter. I'd say he falls into the 3 true outcomes category.
Well, we've seen more and more of that lately. The ability to drive the ball to slug is getting heavily favored over any discipline or strikeout concerns.
The 2-1 is high.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Oh, look at the stop. To his knee, the throw on the money. Nice play.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Here's Josh Naylor. 1 down, base is empty. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. 2-2 now to 22. Swings and misses, struck him out. 2 outs, base is empty. Edouard Julien getting ready to hit. Right through there for a strike.
1-2.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Top half of the 3rd inning. Now it's the power speed combo. Navarro. Great speed and great power. A great athlete, quite simply. Laced down the line. This looks like extra bases. Now he'll turn for second. It's a leadoff double to start the 3rd.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
So a man aboard, and now the big-time power threat, Navarro. The 2-1. That one almost got him. Kicks and fires. In for a strike, and the count's full. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Clark makes the grab. Runner tags at second, and he makes it up to third with one away.
The third baseman, number 4, Carlos Correa.
Here's Carlos Correa.
This is the classic manufacturing a run situation. A runner at third, less than 2 outs, and a golden opportunity to bring him home.
Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now, doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate, so very difficult.
And that's the third out. 1 hit, 1 left. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. The Tropics out front here, 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. Here's Tyler O'Neill.
That's a ball. 2-1.
That one fouled off. 2-2. The pitch. Lined into right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
The catcher. Whoa.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. 1 out, bases empty. And Naylor swings through that one.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they creeping into my mind right now.
Swing and a miss. Caratini up with it on to first. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball if you're the pitcher. Hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
And here's the rookie center fielder, Clark. Fouls one off. 2-2. 2 outs, bases empty. Next offering down in the dirt. Smoked on the ground to second. That's the third out. Inning over. Back now in Toronto. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jose Miranda. The wind of the pitch. And another ball. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. James Paxton, the veteran southpaw, is getting ready to come on if needed. Number 26, also getting ready. Next offering is in for a strike. That one missed.
2 strike.
Three and two now.
Oh.
Up the middle. Lopez tosses to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the fourth.
Now left
MJ Melendez now at the plate. Base is empty, one away. Top half of inning number 4. Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. O'Neill makes the play, and there are 2 outs.
Now catcher.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Victor Caratini. The wind and the pitch. That one just missing inside. Ball 2.
It's a good take.
Two down, nobody on. Goes down looking. Ready to go. Bottom 4th. Now the third baseman, Tyler Black. And another ball.
You know, this group of hitters, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Puts it away for the out.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
The pitch. One down, base is empty.
Careful.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And he deals. And down on strikes. And now 2 gone.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
Two down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. That to right. And it stays fair.
I don't know how he's able to shoot that pitch the other way and still put something on it. That pitch was inside, and he let it get really deep. So pretty incredible hands to fight it off and still get good wood on it.
And here is Giancarlo Stanton. And he hits a ground ball right side. Baez fires over to first. 3rd out. We're back, and there's a new arm on the mound to start the 5th. James Paxton.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Here's Francisco Lindor. That one fouled off. 2-2.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
one off the mark, and that's ball 3. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Boog, if I were him, I'd be nibbling around the plate as well. I mean, this guy is just capable of hitting pitches outside of the zone and driving them a long way.
Man at first. Now the number 2 hitter, Javier Baez. Now snap throw to first. Lindor back easily.
Base runner with a one-way lead right there. All he's trying to do is get a look at the pitcher's move. Had no intent of stealing on that pitch.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
This is one of those situations the infielders have to pre-plan and understand that the ball's got to be hit extremely hard right at them if they're going to have a chance to go for a double play.
In the dirt, and the count is even 2-2.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead doesn't have to get away from the catcher, but if you're anticipating based off the trajectory, get yourself into scoring position. No, there's a small sigh of relief right there. I mean, just to keep that speed off the base paths. It's not just the pitcher, it's other guys that have to think about it. From your infielders have to think about that runner potentially stealing, but also be in position to make a play. As an outfielder, you're thinking about a base hit to the outfield. I got to get to it quickly to try to keep this guy from taking an extra base. So I think everyone just a little more relaxed that he didn't reach base.
At the plate, Navarro. Just a weak fly ball this time. And that'll fall for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
One away, runners at first and third. And now, Navarro. Pitch misses, and it's 2-1.
No base hits in the series for him so far, and it's clearly been a rough one. You just hope he's not pressing too hard because that just compounds things. It makes the slump even longer. Never seemed to help. Never helped me.
It's the call. It's 2-2.
Well, in this situation with a runner on first, less than 2 outs, some say, hey, get the ground ball, double play. With 2 strikes, some people say get the strikeout. I think you just execute your pitch, make the best pitch you possibly can, and let the result be whatever it's going to be.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. The 3-2 is off the outside edge, and that is ball 4.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
Paxton deals.
Well, he's so good about trying to drive the ball to the opposite field gap in these situations. If he takes that approach, he could bust this game wide open.
And a ball and 2 strikes. And that one lifted in the air center field. Clark settles under it and makes the catch. Runner tagging from third. He's in on the sacrifice fly. And it's 4-0.
Well, he'll take the sac fly on the mound right there. Bases loaded. I mean, this is a high leverage situation. And if you can limit the other team, you're doing pretty good work. See if you can get this next out.
So first and second with 2 outs. Now it's the right fielder, Eddie Rosario. And a pitch. Got him swinging on the curveball. They limit the damage here. 1 run in the inning, but they leave 2. Home half of the 5th coming up. The Tropics have the lead, 4-0. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And now it's Josh Naylor. The 1-1.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Well, these guys just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
And they'll do it again. Way inside, gets out of the way. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
With that kind of velocity and elevated fastball, even if it's still in the strike zone, can be tough for hitters to get on top of.
Now it's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. One down, base is empty. And there's a ball. They've got a potent lineup. And when you think about teams capable of rallying from this kind of deficit, they're right at the top of the list. Pitch misses there, and the count is 3-1.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
Hit on the ground to the right side, and that's just foul. Payoff pitch. That one back up the middle, and it gets through.
Well, that was one of those high percentage advantage counts, but batting averages are just so much higher. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Now it's going to be Tyler O'Neill. Roll to short, could be two. Off balance feed, there's one. On to first, double play, and that's the inning. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. The Tropics on top here, 4-0. Back here at Rogers Center. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. And now the DH, Jose Miranda. And a 2-1 hammered but foul. The wind to kick the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Pulled the string on the changeup.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
MJ Melendez will hit next. Melendez having a lot more success on the road this season. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And it's fouled away.
Tired or not, he's relentless with the way he pitches. He might be exhausted out there, but his stuff is still nasty.
The wind of the pitch. Close, but called a ball. And that's ball 3.
Good spot there, but didn't get the strike at the knees and doesn't seem too convinced by the call out there on the mound as he tries to get a better sense of the umpire strike zone.
Left field. O'Neill makes the grab, 2 down.
Now back. Catcher, Victor.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the switch hitting catcher, Victor Caratini. And another ball. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Slice down the right side. Two and 2. Back to the mound. He's got it. Over to first. And that is that. No runs, no hits, no errors. To the bottom of the 6th inning. The Tropics with the lead, 4-0. And the batter now, Bo Naylor. His righty-lefty splits there. The 1-1. Swing and a deep drive. This one's got a chance. Way back there, and boom goes the dynamite. He shoots one out to right. His 18th home run of the season. It's 4-1.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. Man, I hated knuckleball. Seems like it's so hard to square him up and hit the ball hard, but this guy had no problem at all. It was like He was born to do this. Really good piece of hitting, just a sound swing, and he stayed within himself.
And now the center fielder, Clark. Next pitch is outside. Right through there for a strike. Nobody on, nobody out here in the bottom of the sixth. And a foul ball, he stays alive. That misses the zone, and it's a full count. Gets a piece and stays alive. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And the right-hander deals. Out to short. Lindor gathers and throws to first. One away. That ground ball may have him back on track after the moment.
The third baseman, Tyler.
So the batting order turns over. Stepping in, Tyler Black. One down, base is empty. Just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
And now here is Otto Lopez. Swings through that.
He's pitching well, but not throwing a ton of first pitch strikes. Usually doesn't work out for success, but you can never predict baseball.
2 outs. Now 1 out to right. Rosario makes the grab. And the inning is over, but not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 4-1. Back after this on the show. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, number 41.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And now it's Frankie Lindor.
With this kind of lead, he can swing freely, try to hit the ball out of the park, do what he loves to do.
Here's a 1-1. This to third. Tosses to first. And the leadoff hitter set down to open the 7th.
Now back, second baseman, Javier Baez.
The batter now, Javier Baez. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a miss. And the count 1-2. Activity in the bullpen. Chad Smith looks to be getting ready for Dave Martinez. Number 31 warming up as well. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Next offering is down low. The punch out there, and there's 2 away.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
Swing and a miss. 1-2.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
That's down and in. A slider missed. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Set for the last half of the seventh. And now the first baseman, Damiano Palmigiani.
The first baseman, Damiano.
On a strike. Went too far that time. It's 1-2. In the dirt, and the count's even at 2. Action in the pen down there. Giovanni Moran getting ready to go. Diaz getting cranked up as well. 2-2 now. Got him. And now one away.
Toughest pitch to hit. Fastball on the outer black. Man, sometimes you just got to tip your cap.
Designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton.
Here's Stanton now. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Save that mid-90s fastball until the final pitch of the at-bat. So at the plate, he hadn't really had a good opportunity to time things up. By the time the pitch was recognized and the swing came through the zone, fastball was in the catcher's mitt.
And now it's going to be Josh Naylor. Next offering upstairs. Two down, nobody on. Here, the bottom of the seventh. Right through there for a strike.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. In the air, left field. And he makes the catch. That is the inning. Chad Smith taking over on the mound. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again. Now it's the switch-hitting outfielder, Navarro. Singing, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. And that's in for a strike.
He's so solid, calms the heart rate of the pitcher and the manager when the ball goes up in the air. You just automatically assume that it's an out every time it's hit in the air.
On the run, sends it over to first. One up, one down.
Played that ball perfectly and got the throw off across his body as well as anybody could have. Any slower, and that was probably a hit.
And here comes Carlos Correa. And a swing and a miss.
There's one guy that I can think about, Boog, who started as a third baseman, Alex Gordon, and then became an elite perennial Gold Glover out in left field for the Kansas City Royals. But he's a guy, when you watch him play, you would imagine that that's all he ever played in his life was the outfield.
On to first. That takes care of Correa.
Good arm side run to that same side hitter right there. Very difficult to put that ball in the air or get through it. Just bores in on the hands.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the right fielder, Eddie Rosario. Yeah, some guys just have instincts, right? I mean, that's the way it goes. We talk about Larry Walker, the Hall of Famer, and his instinct on the bases, despite the fact that he didn't play it. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Ready for the bottom of the 8th. Here's the second baseman, Edouard Julien. Here comes a pitch. I remember Mark Kotsay was a real good defensive outfielder. Good instincts, not great speed. 2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Left-hand batter waits. Got him. 1 gone here.
I love to see guys compete, and I know he's frustrated that he wasn't able to do anything with that pitch. You see it so well, but you have to respect the upper 90s velocity. Man, it is hard to catch up to.
Now the left fielder, Tyler O'Neill. Swing and a miss. That one at 99. And a full count now. This one in the air. Baez under it. And there's 2 away.
Oh, that's a frustrating end to the at-bat for the hitter right there. I mean, that pitch was right down the middle. I think he got a little too excited, came out of his mechanics. Instead of driving that ball somewhere, he popped it up. Unfortunate for him.
2 down, nobody on. Swings and misses. 1-2. Bounce to third. Correa over to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Zach Pop gets the ball now.
This guy's a strike thrower. He's done an excellent job of avoiding walks so far this season.
Jose Miranda digs in now.
The designated hitter, Jose Miranda.
Breaking ball inside, and it's 2-1. And that one upstairs.
3-1.
Foul ball. Bounce to the right. To first. Now 1 gone in the 9th.
Now back left field, MJ Melendez.
Here's the left fielder, MJ Melendez. Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move to the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the top of the 9th. Right side, and it goes just foul. One down, base is empty. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Righty to the plate. Whips it to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Now back. Catcher. Victor.
2 outs, base is empty. Here's the catcher, Victor Caratini. Two outs. That misses the zone, and it's 2-1. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That's bad. Get out of town. A massive home run. It's his 8th home run of the year, and they tack one on the board. It's 5-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
Back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in is the switch hitting shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
He was all over that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Runner at first with 2 away. Javier Baez getting ready to hit. In the air out to center. Lopez makes the play, and that'll do it. 1 scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 5-1. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Back now as they hand the ball to a fresh arm to start the bottom of the 9th. Joe Jimenez.
Well, he's got electric stuff coming out of the pen. His strikeout rate, though, is through the roof so far this season.
So digging in,
leading off
Clark.
The center fielder, number 29.
Righty delivers. And that's off the inside edge. And it's 2-1. That clips the corner. Triple digits on that last pitch.
Well, I've always said it's tough. A elevated fastball you see so well, hard to lay off of. Well, when you're talking about 100 miles per hour, chances of catching up are next to none. So you see that one just blown right by him. I think you're going to have to start a lot earlier if you're going to catch up to that speed.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase. That one almost got him.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And they're down to their last out.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
The shortstop takes the ball. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. There's the swing and a miss. Jimenez is just 1 strike away. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And that is the ball game.
Well, with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
5-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.